Greetings and salutations, fellow pilots. This is Akirishin. You are looking at the new Curtiss-Wright XP-55 Ascender Tier 6 American fighter. This fighter is available through a mission that you get by going into this tab here. It's actually quite a few missions. Very hard work to get it, but I have it here for you. And I have gotten it to specialist level so that you can see it in its full glory. And in terms of its equipment, it is equipped with 4 12.7 millimeter machine guns, each of which do 52 damage per second with a rate of fire of 800 rounds per minute and an effective firing range of 540 meters. This aircraft has high maneuverability in horizontal turns. It is effective in mid-altitude maneuvering combat. Good airspeed and boost. The boost is not too bad actually. It's 8 seconds, which I think is pretty reasonable for an American fighter. In terms of its stats, as I currently have it configured, collectively the machine guns on this aircraft do 208 damage per second. Again, cumulatively figured. In terms of maneuverability, its average time to turn 360 degrees is 8.1 seconds. Its rate of roll is 135 degrees per second, which is not too shabby. Maximum optimal speed is 494 kilometers per hour. Stall speed is 160 kilometers per hour. Its maximum optimal altitude is 1,500 meters. Its service ceiling is 3,500 meters. Rate of climb 121 meters per second. In terms of my build for this aircraft, I have gone with my standard fighter build with maybe one exception. In terms of the cockpit, I went with the advanced culminator sight, which increases accuracy of forward-firing offensive armament by 11%. Bonus characteristics of 10% chance of causing fire. That's really nice to have that, an increased chance there to cause fire. Increase of 5% accuracy when firing at moving targets, which is very nice. So when that enemy plane is weaving and dodging, you've got a plus 5% accuracy firing at that moving target. It does come at the cost of minus 7% pilot's resistance to injuries. However, I have tried to address that issue by going with the consumable of emergency medical kit, which heals injured crew members and provides resistance to injury for 10 seconds. Your other option would have been cockpit armor, which would increase the crew's resistance to injuries, but you would lose aircraft maneuverability. One of the great strengths of this aircraft is it does have high maneuverability in horizontal turns, so I didn't want to do anything that would decrease that definite benefit to this aircraft. In terms of the airframe, I went with improved lightweight wing frame, which increases plus 7.5% roll maneuverability, plus 2% maneuverability in turns. The negatives are minus 3.4% aircraft hit points, minus 6% wings resistance to critical damage. Of course, by having better maneuverability, I'm hoping to avoid some of that critical damage. Bonus characteristic of plus 3% wings resistance to critical damage. So net result is a minus 3% wings resistance to critical damage. I also went with improved reinforced skin, which increases by 13% tails resistance to critical damage plus 13% wings resistance to critical damage. So any, negative we had by going with improved lightweight wing frame, pretty much totally taken away except for the hit points. There is a bonus characteristic of plus 5% tolerance to damage from AA guns, which is nice. Negatives are minus 2% cruise speed, minus 2% maximum speed with boost activated. Your other option was the reinforced airframe, which increases aircraft hit points, but at the cost of aircraft maneuverability. Again, I didn't want to do anything to decrease the aircraft's maneuverability. In terms of the engine, I went with improved lightweight power unit, which increases by plus 4% yaw maneuverability. Who cares? Plus 1.8% maneuverability in turns, which I do care about. Bonus characteristic of plus 0.5% in cruise speed. And I thought we had a negative in cruise speed over here of minus 2%, so that definitely offsets that issue. Your negative is minus 6% engine's resistance to critical damage, but to address that issue, I did go with the consumable of emergency engine restart system, which repairs a damaged engine. Other consumables I went with include secondary control system, which restores controllability of wings and tail, pretty critical, and CO2 inerting system, which reduces the chance of fire by 30%, effective for the course of the battle. I believe, let's see, yes, this aircraft does often catch fire, so it's nice to have that. Your other option you could have gone with would be backup pneumatic control assist, which increases maneuverability in all axes for 10 seconds. You know, given that this aircraft already has high maneuverability, I just really didn't feel like we needed that. But you know, you could go with it if you're, if you get into a dogfight with a Japanese fighter, okay, you might need it. But really, I think you're better off going with the consumables that I did there for the airframe. In terms of forward-firing weapons, you could certainly go with universal ammunition, which increases chance of fire, causing fire and inflicting critical damage, probably about equally. But I went with incendiary ammunition, which has the maximum chance of causing fire, recommended for rapid-firing machine guns, which we have. And I have a bunch of those in the depot, so it didn't really cost me anything, so why not? But you'd be fine with the universal ammunition. All right, so in terms of pilot skills, I went with Engine Guru 1 and Engine Guru 2 to increase this aircraft's thrust and speed. I also went with Aerodynamics Expert, which increases the positive effect of the mounted equipment on aircraft maneuverability and speed by 40%. So good synergy between our chosen equipment and our pilot skills. Now, I did not go with either one of the marksman skills just because, this is a machine gun based aircraft. You really need to be close to your enemy anyway when you're firing machine guns, so I don't feel like having that better accuracy, if you will, is all that critical. In terms of paint schemes, you're currently looking at the Marine paint scheme, which is quite nice. It comes with this nose and emblem already on the aircraft. This is desert, winter, and summer. Summer and desert look, a lot alike, but I think the desert is a little bit sharper with that red in there. Now, this is the paint scheme that it comes with, which is really sharp looking, but unfortunately, when you go with that, you do not get the plus 20% concealment, plus 10% tolerance to damage from AA guns, and plus 5% tolerance to damage from gunners. So, while it looks sharp, it's not as good as the theater-specific paint schemes, unfortunately, because the paint scheme it comes with is super nice. Alright, so that is my build for this aircraft and the aircraft's specifications. Let's see how this gem of a fighter performs. Alright, so our combat in the XP-55 will be over the Cold Peak Trial by Fire Theater of Operation.
Attention! You are entering the combat zone. Get ready for battle. Good luck.
We'll head first here to the military base and then on to the garrison at Center Map, where no doubt there will be a melee there. Ground zero for mayhem.
Show me what you can do, pilots. Let's roll.
Man, they could probably space these sectors a little closer. It takes forever just to get there. Alright. Oh yeah. That was close. Ah. All right. There, we got some enemy aircraft coming in on us here. P-38s, it looks like. Come back! I want to play. Wow. I'm sure he'll be back right when I'm not looking. Right, isn't that the way it goes? Alright, we'll deal with this multi-roll. Since our P-38s want to come in and then just run. Oh. Okay, that went great. Seriously. That was not good. Question is, can I get back over there in time to stop them from taking our command center? It's going to be tight. It is definitely going to be tight. Alright, our P-38's back. Are both of them back? Yep. Both the P-38s are back. So I've got two heavy fighters. Let's hope they don't coordinate with one another. I don't think he's going to get away this time. It's just unfortunate I ran into that ground attack aircraft. Didn't see that coming. Did not see that.
The enemy is launching rocket strikes on our complex. Try to neutralize the enemy military base.
Alright, so on we go. We'll head on to the garrison at center map and defend it. And I don't know, maybe we'll run into some enemy aircraft headed over to the command center in the meantime. Where's their team? One fellow way up there, bomber. Okay, not getting up there. Got a couple multi-rolls coming into play here. Jeez, got a couple of enemy aircraft on our tail there. What is that? They interrupted my heavy fighter hunting. Alright, so we got this multi-roll up here. We had a multi-roll up there.
We'll soon be unable to provide support. Do you copy? Over.
Let's head over to their command center. What's that? I have to dive out of the way of this guy. Whew. Okay. We're here at the command center, but well, we're gonna have to be super careful. We're past the squall line. Heavy fighters coming in. Ugh. Got a fighter on our tail here. Where'd he go? Alright, so we're going to start turning now. Let that guy go past us, hopefully. Okay, where'd he go? There he is. Ah. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Keep it up. Victory is almost ours.
Well, we should have command of this situation in time. Although I really wish I hadn't taken that multi-roll head on. Probably not a good idea. I mean, we did take him out, but boy, we really paid for it health-wise. And it left us in a position where we just couldn't do anything over here at the at their command center. And we've got a bomber and a heavy fighter over here at our command center. We could actually lose control of this. Potentially here. Okay. Oof. Alright, we got the garrison over there, so we're okay. We're gonna pull this out. Come on. Alright. This should be over here in just a second. Yeah, so don't fly head on with things with the XP-55. But you know, when I saw that multi-roll, it seemed like it was already, you know, suffering in the health department. I thought maybe we could take it out before it got to us, and I think we did, but we just really paid for it. That's all. Bottom line. Come on. Alright, here we go. This is going to do it here, this next tick here. There we go. That's it.
Victory is ours. We're waiting for your return.
Okay, so #1 spot on the team, 2 chevrons on the grade rank, subjugator, effective fire, and hat trick. Head back to the hangar and take a look at the after action report. But yeah, I think it would have been a much better in there, #1, had we not collided with that ground attack aircraft to begin with, and had we not taken that multi-roll head on. Just not a good idea. But anyway, 9 kills, 6685 in personal points, 2 sectors captured, $81,988 in currency, 2909 in experience points, 145 in free experience points. So yeah, let's head into another battle and see if this time we can avoid running into things. Okay, so for our second combat, we'll be over the Alpine Gambit, Narrow Pass, Theater of Operation.
You are entering the combat zone. Get ready for battle. Good luck.
And let's see, we are closest to this garrison over here, so we'll go get that secured, and then we'll head to the military base with due dispatch, as they say.
Pilots, get ready for action. Let's go.
Use our 8-second boost here. Get over there as soon as we can. Heavy fighters up above us, but we'll try to focus here on our lighter fighters. We can take those down a little bit faster with these machine guns. Do have to chew on things, right? It's like having a dull knife. It'll cut, but you gotta saw a little bit. Onto the military base now. We've got, wow, 2 ground attack aircraft and a specialist fighter that just got taken out with a bomb. But you hate it when that happens. It's embarrassing. Don't let it happen to you. So that Kai, we needed to definitely take it out before it came around, because we did not want to get in a dogfight
Our
with it.
military base is launching strikes on the enemy. This will make things easier.
And our specialist aircraft is back. Spitfire. Again, another aircraft that we need to definitely want to get the jump on it. Do not want to dogfight with the Spitfire. Alright, there we go. Heavy fighter up here. Looks like they took care of that. Let's see if we can make our way over to the garrison and accomplish something there. What do we have here? Oh boy, better deal with this ground attack aircraft. And he wants to ram me or line up those guns. I don't think we want to do that. We're just gonna not let that happen. And we'll climb here in case he was able to drop a bomb. We've got another. And our specialist Spitfire's back here. Tunnel vision there. Works for us though. Alright, so we're gonna head over here to their garrison and see what we can do. What is that up there? Kai? Alright, so we need to take out that Kai first and foremost. I don't want him sneaking behind us where we're just not going to be able to do anything about it. Kai is top priority for us. Let's hope we injured him. Gonna be close, folks. We're not more maneuverable than that Kai, but we're maybe a little bit better with our aircraft. And, whew. What is on our tail?
We have complete control of the skies.
There we go. That did it. Boy. We do not have a lot of health left after that.
Way to go. Victory is
Here's our specialist Spitfire here. Well, he is just having a rough time of it, isn't he? He's about to have another rough time of it. Bye-bye. Well, at least he'll get to come back.
great job today. We'll be waiting for you back
Okay,
home.
so #1 spot on the team there. 2 chevrons on the grade rank. Subjugator, effective fire, and expert pilot. Take a look at the after action report. Alright, so 106,615 in currency, 2483 in experience points, 124 in free experience points. 9 kills, 1 assist, 0 deaths, although we were on death's door a couple times there. 3 sectors captured. All that was in 6 minutes and 12 seconds worth of battle duration. So that's doing a lot in that short period of time. 9405 in personal points. So there you go. The XP-55. Hope you enjoyed those combat sessions. Pretty fantastic looking aircraft. Love the pusher prop design. Has its drawbacks, of course, but still very nice looking airplane. A lot of fun to fly. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope that you're able to get the XP-55 and have great success in it.